Hi guys, today I'm here to do my January wrap-up and my February TBR. I've always felt like I can read more in January for some reason, and I did read quite a few. There's also a few that I'd like to read in February, so I'm going to get right into this. The first one that I technically finished in January was Stalking Jack the Ripper. I pretty much already wrapped this one up because I was almost done with it in December, but I gave this one 3 stars. Then I thought I'd pick up Eat, Pray, Love. This sounded like something that was just totally up my alley. I started listening to this on audiobook and I absolutely despised it. I was rolling my eyes constantly and I just really couldn't see myself getting through it. I was really disappointed in this, so I definitely had to DNF this one. Then I picked up The Phantom of the Opera. I listened to this one on audiobook as well because I get through audiobooks faster, and I really love this one. I knew it would be kind of different from the movie, and that's the only version I had known. But I've been wanting to read this for so long that I was really glad that I finally got to it, and I gave this one 3 stars. Then my TBR jar pick was The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. This one is a really big chunker, and it took me a while to get through, but I found it on audiobook here on YouTube. I really didn't like the narration. It was one of those LibriVox recordings, and so they changed the narration through the entire thing. If you do want to give this a try, I would definitely recommend picking up the actual copy of it and not listening to it. I felt like it took a long time to actually get into the story, and I didn't really like any of the characters in it. I only gave this one 2 stars. Then I listened to Why Not Me by Mindy Kaling. I read her first book and I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to pick up one on audiobook, and this one did not disappoint. I loved listening to her read it. I really like Mindy Kaling, and her books make me like her even more. I first gave this 5 stars, but I thought that was a little much, so I gave it 4 stars. Then sticking with the memoirs, I picked up Anna Kendrick's book, Scrappy Little Nobody, on audiobook. I never really loved Anna Kendrick or hated her, I just thought she was alright. But I thought I'd really love this book because I usually love these kind of books, but listening to this audiobook made me like her less. She sounded very snobby and I just really wasn't enjoying this book, and I gave this one 2 stars. Then I picked up The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. This is by William Joyce and it's a picture book. I saw someone talk about this and I think they said it was one of their favorite books of last year, so I got it from my library and I sat down and read it in one sitting. This was absolutely beautiful. I loved the illustrations in it and I thought the story was so cute. It reminded me a lot of The Arrival by Sean Tan, but that could just be because I don't read a lot of picture books. But this was all about books and I just thought it was so adorable, and I gave this one 5 stars. Then the last one that I finished in January was Ghetto Kown by John Leguizamo. I saw someone else talking about this book and I thought I should pick it up. I only know him from a few movies, and I kind of wanted to learn more about his life. He has such a different life than what I lead, and it was really interesting to see his backstory and where he came from, and I gave this one 3 stars. I started The Lost Girls by Heather Young, but I have only gotten about 2 chapters into it. I put it down a couple weeks ago and I got distracted with other things, so I really don't remember any of the characters anymore, so I'm probably going to have to restart the book. I'm also about halfway through A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. I'm really enjoying it. I really miss Game of Thrones right now, so it's nice to be back in this world. Okay, for my TBR, I plan on picking up The Lie Tree. This is a book that we're going to read for the Ready Set Read book club. I actually don't really know what this book is about. I do see that it's marked young adult, and I don't really like young adult, but every book that this book club has picked I have really liked, so I'm excited to try this one. Today I just bought Their Eyes Were Watching God. This is by Zora Neale Hurst. I don't know anything about this book, but I know that my mom read it and she really liked it, so I'd like to try this one this month. I was also thinking about picking up some Maya Angelou. I have Wouldn't Take Nothing for My Journey Now, All God's Children Need Traveling Shoes, and The Heart of a Woman. Let me know on any of these books if you have read any of them and which one you think I should pick up. I've never tried any of her writing and I'd really like to try them this month. And lastly is my TBR jar. I have decided to pick 2 out of this. This is my classics and modern classics. I'd like to get through more classics. I enjoy them the most. So let's see what I get this month. Okay, so the first one was Black Beauty. I'm really excited to read this in this edition. It is absolutely gorgeous. I think I saw the movie when I was younger, but I don't remember anything about it. And Men Without Women by, of course, Ernest Hemingway. I have like 50 of his books, so he's bound to come up all the time. This looks like a typical Hemingway book. It's all boxing. I don't know what this one is actually about, but it is super thin, so I know I'm going to fly through this. And I haven't read any Hemingway this year, so I'm really excited to get to this. Okay, so those are all of the books that I read and going to read. Let me know on some of the Maya Angelou books on which ones I should try first. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.